Willow, are you coming home soon? Yeah, no extracurriculars today. Good for you. You work too hard as it is. You need to enjoy your senior year. I enjoy working hard, Mom. I know you do. I actually have to get started on my big senior project for history class. I have to do a presentation on something local. Oh, how fun! Right up your alley. It would be if I got to do it by myself. Unfortunately, it's a group project, and you won't believe the partner I got stuck with. The Antichrist. No, Tanya? Yep, lucky me, huh? I have to spend the next few weeks working with my literal arch nemesis. Kill me now. Oh, you'll be fine. She better not get in my way, that's all I'm going to say. If we don't get a good grade on this, I can just kiss my future scholarships goodbye. I have faith in you. You won't let that happen. No, I won't. And remember, grades aren't everything. They are if I want to get into a good school, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh, honey, I know you'll be amazing. Your dad would be so proud of you. Thanks, Mom.
Hello, Weeping Willow. How's life in the trailer park?
Don't call me that. If we're going to work together, please don't be a bitch, okay?
Me? Never. When have I ever said anything bitchy to you?
Do you want to talk about the project or not?
That's why I'm texting. I'm not interested in a friendly chat, obviously. So, what are we going to do?
Well, I have a couple ideas. Maybe we can focus on local politics. Since your dad's the mayor, maybe he'd be down for an interview.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, okay. Well, how about something with the changing racial makeup of the community? We can collect census reports dating back as far as they go and then create a presentation based on that. And we can interview local organizations about their membership. What do you think?
I hate that idea. As a non-racist person, I don't see people as different colors. To me, everyone is equal, unlike you, who's probably obsessed with race because you're half black.
So that's a no to my idea.
Try harder, Willow. Think of an idea that isn't offensive.
Look, this is a partnership, okay? 50-50. Do you have any ideas what we can do?
Not really.
Tanya, you're not going to make me do all the work, are you? You're going to contribute your share, right?
I guess.
Then let's brainstorm. Instead of shooting down everything I have to say, why don't you suggest something?
Okay, how about poverty?
Go on.
I mean, since you're so poor, maybe we can compare how you live versus how normal people live. What do you think?
Tanya, I am not going to put up with this. Let's just do the census thing, okay? I promise it won't be racist. You'll collect the data and I'll compile everything and make the slideshow. How's that?
Fine.
Great. I'll send you a list of what information you need to collect. Hey, Mom, I'm at the library right now, so I might be a little late coming home.
No problem. I'll put your dinner in the fridge.
Are you still working on your project? Yeah, and it's really coming together. You won't believe what I've discovered in the town's records.
I'm sure you'll tell me all about it when you get home. So you're making good progress?
Yes, I am, and it's kind of a shame that I have to focus on demographics because I'm finding some really interesting things about our local government. Scandals and stuff.
Let me guess, do they involve our beloved mayor?
Yeah, he's been mixed up in some pretty shady stuff. But with his daughter as my partner, obviously I can't include any of that. Though wouldn't that be great? Tanya and me standing in front of everyone and I just go off on how terrible her dad is?
You wouldn't do that.
Of course not, that would be too petty.
Trust me, you don't want to piss off the mayor. You know that your dad and I went to school with Mark and his future wife. Even back then, I could tell that he was bad news.
Just like his daughter, I'm guessing. You and Dad must have hated him.
I did, but your father and Mark were actually friends once.
What? They were?
Yeah, but they lost touch over the years.
Clearly.
Well, I'm glad that your presentation is going well.
Thanks. I just hope that Tanya is doing her part of the research. Anyway, I'll be home as soon as I can. Tanya, you're not returning my calls. Have you gotten all the data I asked for?
Not yet.
So you haven't done anything for our project?
No, I've done all the important stuff.
Why did you just send me a photo of yourself?
It's me in my new dress. If we're going to have a good presentation, we need to look good. And since you're obviously not going to be dressing up, I figured I'd get an outfit that would keep everyone's eyes on me.
So the only thing you've done so far is buy yourself a dress? Jesus, Tanya, I'm going to have to do everything, aren't I?
I guess so. Look, I know you'll do a good job because you need to ace this stupid class. I know you want to go to college, so obviously your grades are the only thing that'll get you there. Me, I'm not worried about all that. My daddy has tons of connections and I can go to school pretty much anywhere in the country. This presentation means very little for me, aside from being able to look hot and impress the judges.
There are no judges.
Whatever. My point is that I know how much you care about this shit, so I'm just going to stay out of your way and let you make our project perfect.
And then take half the credit?
Pretty much.
I understand. So even though you totally don't deserve it, I'm going to make our project the best it can possibly be. I'm going to kill it, Tanya, with or without your help.
That's the spirit.
Hi, Tanya. I need your help.
I thought we agreed that you'll be doing everything yourself.
Yes, and we are. I've already collected the historical data and outlined the slides, but I need some financial help.
Clearly.
I figured that we needed to make a stronger connection between our generation and the historical stuff. So I decided to order these ancestry mapping kits for everyone in our class. It's called My Heritage, and we can collect current data from our classmates and add it to the presentation. Isn't that a cool idea?
It's a little racist.
People can opt out if they don't want to be included, but I've already talked with most of the class and they all said that they'd love to know their history.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Great. So since I'm doing all the work, can you pay for the kits? I'll send you the amount.
No.
No?
No, pay for it yourself.
You know I can't. If you don't help, we can't include this in our presentation.
I don't know what to say. I'm not wasting any money on you.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. Sorry, at work. Is something wrong? No, but I found something really important and I need to talk to you. Sure, what is it? Can't we do this in person? When are you coming home? Not until late. Just tell me now. Okay, so you know how I ordered that DNA testing kit? I thought you couldn't afford those. I just had enough money for one, so I got one for myself. Oh, I didn't know you did that. I thought I told you. Anyway, I mailed it in a while back and I just got my results today. And it's exactly what I thought. Dad's family is German and French and yours is mostly East African. Sounds about right. But you know how the website can help you find DNA matches? Like distant relatives and stuff? Are we related to anyone famous? No, but there was a match that came up. Mom, Tanya is my half-sister. Oh, we have the same dad. Honey, let's talk about this later. No, you said we can do it now, so I'm not going to wait. What the hell is going on? Oh, honey, I know. You know what? I know that your father cheated on me. I was pregnant with you at the time. He came home one night and I knew that something was going on. He told me right away. He was sleeping with Tanya's mom? Yes, Jennifer. Back then, Jennifer and Mark were dating. They'd been high school sweethearts. We all thought they were the perfect couple, and Mark was your father's best man. You said that he and Dad were friends, but best friends? Dad was best friends with the mayor? He wasn't the mayor at the time, obviously, but yeah, they were close. Did you tell him about the affair? Mark? Of course not. You know that man. He would have freaked out. He would have killed your father. Literally, that man does not let anything get in the way of his perfect life. Your dad thought it was best to just distance himself from that family completely. So you just kept it to yourself? Yeah. And you forgave Dad? I tried. I guess I forgave him, a little. But it was always in the back of my mind. I don't think he ever cheated on me again. I think he felt too guilty. Wow. So you knew that Tanya was my half-sister? I had my suspicions, but I never knew for sure. Willow, you have to promise me that you won't say anything to Tanya and her family. Why not? Tanya's made my life horrible every day since kindergarten. I know. Every day she makes jokes about us. One time she stuck a letter in my locker pretending to be the ghost of my dad, saying that I'm the reason he died because I'm such a disappointment. She did that? Yeah. She waited in the hallway and used her phone to film my reaction as I read it. She filmed me crying, Mom, and she shared the video with everyone. That's why she always calls me Weeping Willow. Oh, honey, that's terrible. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me about the affair? Don't you think I deserve to know that the girl who bullied me every day was actually my sister? I'm sorry. I should have. And it's up to you what you plan to do with this information, but you have to know that if Mark ever finds out, he'll disown her. I know he will. It's what she deserves. I'm not going to comment on that, but I will say that you're a smart, kind girl. Your father and I raised you right. You understand the power of this information. That's all I'll say. Fair enough. I'm sorry, okay? I thought the secret was my burden alone, but I should have told you. Mom, I love you. Love you too. Hi, Tanya. I'm just about done with our project.
Hi, Weeping Willow. I knew I could trust you. We're gonna ace this thing.
Yes, we are. Thanks for all your help.
Hey, don't be mean. I did some work too.
Yeah, you got a dress.
And not just that, I arranged for a little surprise. I wasn't going to say anything until right before the presentation, but since you're being all stuck up, as usual, I might as well tell you. I've arranged for a little media coverage.
Huh?
Well, when Daddy bought me my dress, I told him about how much this presentation means to me and how hard I've been working on it. And being the genius that he is, he saw this as the perfect opportunity to help me get into Stanford.
Okay.
I've decided to major in public service to follow in Daddy's footsteps.
Right, because you're such a good Samaritan.
Thank you. Anyway, with Daddy's connections, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be accepted. But to show that I'm not just a Nepo baby, he arranged for the local news to film a segment on our school's project.
So everyone in our class will be on TV?
I guess, but you know who they're going to highlight.
Yeah.
How exciting, right? So it would be best for everyone if you emailed me the speech and let me do all the talking.
You want me to do all the work and then you'll get all the credit? On TV?
Don't be like that. You didn't do all the work. I arranged for the news coverage.
I thought your dad did.
Same thing.
No, Tanya.
No.
I won't let you do that.
Listen, we're both 18 now. We're old enough to know how the world works. Everything comes down to potential. Sure, you work hard and get better grades, but we both know where you came from. We know your family history. You can work as hard as you want, but it won't change the fact that you don't have potential. You're destined for community college and a career in waitressing. That's just how it is. You need to learn to step aside and let the rest of us shine.
Because your dad's the mayor?
Because I'm gonna be somebody. So what do you say? Will you let me make the speech?
No.
If you make things difficult for me, I will make things difficult for you. Your mom works at Denny's, right? I think my dad is pretty close to the owner there. I'd hate for something to happen.
You're threatening to get my mom fired?
Not exactly.
Okay, how about this? I don't want you to mess up our presentation because there are lots of complex data points and stuff. If you deliver our speech, you'll say things wrong. I know you will.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'll let you do the introduction and I'll even add a few sentences explaining about how hard you've worked. And then I'll take over the presentation and deliver the stats. That way, you won't mess anything up, but it'll still make you look good.
Okay, I accept that.
Great. Let me fine-tune everything and I'll send you your part of the speech tonight.
You're not gonna send me the whole thing?
Do you want the whole thing? It's a lot of numbers.
I guess not. Just make sure that the introduction gives me as much credit as possible.
Okay then.
Where are you? The cameras are already here.
I'm on my way. I had to redo our posters a little bit.
Really? So you messed something up?
No, I just decided to change directions a little bit. But don't worry, this doesn't affect your part of the speech.
Good.
Just smile for the cameras. Almost there. Hey, Tanya. Sorry I missed your calls. Great presentation, huh?
You ruined my life!
Did I?
How could you do that?
Yeah, I guess it was a mean thing to do to my sister.
You're not my sister.
Didn't you see the presentation? Didn't you see how I changed everything to be about how our poor noble mayor is stuck raising a child that wasn't his? Well, if you missed out, I'm sure you can watch everything when it's on the news, including the visual aids, the DNA test, and photos and whatnot. I know this wasn't the topic we planned on, but since you refused to do any of the work, I didn't think you'd mind that I went off script. I think you're upset. I'd rather not talk to you until you calm down.
You destroyed everything! Daddy is furious. He kicked me out and my mom. He said that we disgust him and that he never wants to see us again.
Wow. I don't know why you keep calling him Daddy, though.
I hate you!
What's new? You've always hated me. Look, I didn't want to do this. I was raised better than that. But you pushed me too far. If you had shown a single bit of kindness towards me, just one time, I probably wouldn't have publicly humiliated you like this. I told you I'm not going to answer. Enjoy your new life, sis. After the presentation, I had to meet with the school board to discuss what I did. None of them had any experience with something like this, so I guess they didn't know how to handle the aftermath. I brought a lot of negative attention to the school, so I don't blame them for being upset. But I stood in front of them and explained that the assignment was to highlight important issues in our community, and a political scandal was indeed important. I basically compared myself to Woodward and Bernstein, which might have been a little much, but they fell for it. I was given 3 days detention and I still got an A on the project. It helps that the mayor has been cutting school funding for years now, so the board was pretty lenient. The local news reported on our presentation that night, and as Tanya wanted, she got plenty of coverage. The clip of her bursting into tears and racing out of the room was replayed twice. They even did a follow-up piece where they interviewed me individually. Of course, this was after the story had gone viral. People started calling me a hero. And my speech, which really laid into the hypocrisy of our mayor, was so popular that people started lip-syncing to it on TikTok. I guess it really struck a nerve. This all went down a year ago. Since then, I've graduated, and thanks to my relative fame as an investigative journalist, I got accepted to Stanford. Full ride, baby! Mom was upset about what I'd done, especially since it made Dad look pretty bad, but she told me that she understood my actions. And of course she's happy that I got into a good college and am well on my way to becoming a real journalist. As for the mayor, he ended up losing his re-election. The stink of the scandal followed him around. Some of it had to do with his fake daughter, which really wasn't his fault, but most of the backlash came from the other corruption I exposed in the presentation. It was pretty brutal, I have to admit. Whatever. Our new mayor is a huge improvement. And then there's Tanya. Poor Tanya. She couldn't handle the public embarrassment. She couldn't show her face at school. I hear she's studying to get her GED right now, so good for her. I don't know where she and her mom are living right now, but it's probably a step down from their previous mansion. I won't lie and say that I feel bad for her, but she's still my sister. Maybe one day we'll patch things up. Who knows?